What's up, you guys? It's your boys Cam and T back at it again with another episode of the Cam and T podcast. If you're seeing this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you see us on Twitter, go ahead and give us a retweet. And if you hear this on Spotify, iTunes, Google, Apple, whatever platform that you listen to your podcast on, go ahead and give us a subscribe and go ahead and rank us a 5-star as well. Appreciate y'all's love and support as y'all always do. I am your co-host, Tony T-Time West, and we also have my brother from another mother, Cam. Happy Tuesday, happy podcast day, brother. How you doing?
Happy Tuesday, man. It's a great day, bro.
Yeah.
It really is a great day, man. I'm glad to be on here with you.
Yep.
And I'm just excited for this one, man. I think it's gonna be a good one. We got some special guests tonight, y'all.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be fun, man. And tonight, man, we pretty much kicking off the NBA. Y'all already know NBA season is among us, or excuse me, upon us. And man, it's gonna be. I'm excited for y'all to listen to this, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good pod tonight, man. I'm super excited. And I feel like around like this time of year, it's always just kind of like a good time of year when it comes to sports, because you gotta think about it. Like right now, you got the World Series that's gonna be coming on this weekend between the Dodgers and the Yankees, and then you got college football is in the midst of its season, and it's been absolutely spectacular, which we'll jump into a little bit in a couple seconds. And then NFL is finally kind of like in the season now very well, so a lot's going on there. And now NBA is kicking off. College basketball will be kicking off in a few weeks. The WNBA just ended, so there's like a lot going on sports wise right now. So this is a really fun time of the year, to be honest with you. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun podcast. And I kind of want to jump into what I was just talking about tonight. And again, most of the rest of this podcast will be about, basketball. We're going to jump into basketball heavy tonight. We're going to jump into also as well the NFL for a couple minutes and in college football for a few minutes. Cam, quick thing, real quick. I want to talk about Georgia a little bit in college football. We're going to start off with college football real quickly. Georgia knocks off Texas. Everybody had been ranking Texas number one. Me and you both ranked Texas number one just a few weeks ago. Georgia goes down to Austin, and the score don't really even dictate how bad they blew them out. They really blew them the doors off them boys. If Carson Beck wouldn't have threw so many picks, they would have blew them out worse than that. And if the rest wasn't so bad. Again, bro, college football right now, Cam, has the most parity I've ever seen it have. I mean, I don't know who I would say is like the national championship favorite right now. Like you could say Oregon and I wouldn't think you're stupid. You could say Ohio State and I wouldn't think you're stupid. You could say Texas still. I wouldn't think Georgia. I mean, the list goes on. Like there's several teams that if you said their name, I wouldn't be like, yeah, that's not crazy. When normally a couple years ago it was Alabama for sure, Georgia for sure, Clemson for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like 8 or 9 teams I could name, and it doesn't really sound that crazy. What do you think about the parity of college football right now?
Like you said, bro, all these different teams, it seems like every week there's a new number one. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when you get a situation like that, that's good though. That's really good. And I think this is the perfect year to kick off the 12 teams. Absolutely. Because if this was just 4, we was gonna have to leave out some really, really, really good teams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I like how since there's parity now, it's okay to lose a game or two because that happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, college football, we kind of said it before, but it's starting to turn into like an NFL to where, good teams can beat bad teams. Bad teams can beat good teams. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have an off day, but that doesn't completely ruin your whole season now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Texas lost. If this was the 14 college football playoff, they pretty much be done. You know what I'm saying? Alabama, I know they dropped pretty far, but they got 2 losses. There's a chance that they could still sneak back into this thing. You know what I mean? There's a couple teams out there. You got Oregon, you got Ohio State, you got Penn State, 3 Big Ten teams that are still in the mix. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a really good year to be a college football fan, and everybody has a chance to make it. Now, in terms of who do I think the best team in the country is, I don't know. Me and you said it before. We thought Oregon and Ohio State probably was 2 of the best. We thought Texas looked really dominant, but they obviously just lost. Georgia's now starting to look better and more like themselves. Obviously, Miami's still looking good. Clemson's still looking good. Penn State's still looking good. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say who the best team in the country is right now. And I think that's a really good thing. And I think that's perfectly fine heading into a 12-team playoffs.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%. Like I said, I think right now parity is at its best in college football. I've been saying it for the last couple of years, but especially this year, I think the college football product has surpassed the NFL product, in my opinion. It's more fun to watch. I enjoy it more. And that might be partly because I'm a Panther. I'll be honest. That's probably part of the reason why, because the Panthers are so terrible. But I will say, I have been pretty impressed with what the college game has brought. And like you said it perfectly, this is the perfect year to break out a 12-team playoff because there's so many good teams, Cam, that are around the same type of team. Like I was saying yesterday, anybody from like number 4 to like 14 can beat each other, and it would not surprise me at all. Like it's really, really loaded. I did want to give a quick shout out to Navy and Army and Vanderbilt as well, being ranked for the first time all together. And I'm super excited for all 3 of those programs. So definitely shout out to them. Want to give them a quick shout out. Before we move on to NFL a little bit, did want to quickly talk to you about Alabama because now they've lost 2 games like you just brought up. And Jalen Milroe does not look good. And I think we're seeing a little bit of the downfall of Saban not being there now. They're still going to be a good football team, but not a great football team, I think. It's kind of what we're going to be seeing for the next couple of years. What do you think about that statement?
Yeah, I can agree. I think they're still a playoff contender.
Absolutely, yeah.
But are they, a national championship favorite at this point? No, absolutely not. And I think, like you said, they're going to lose Jalen Milroe this year, most likely. So even if he hasn't looked that good, who's coming in to take over? You know what I'm saying? They're going to have what's the kid's name? Bryce Underwood, right? Or something like that?
No, he's going to LSU. They got Ty Simpson. And it's another kid they recruited too. He's out of Texas. I can't remember his name. Something Simmons, I feel like, but I
that's
can't
who
remember.
I'm thinking about. They supposed to have somebody coming through. But regardless, where does Alabama go from here? You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to give it your all this year because, like you said, next year and the year after that, they're gonna start to see a little bit of a decline. And I think that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not being a national championship contender under a brand new head coach. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not gonna happen overnight. It takes some time. Kalen DeBoer has to get his guys in there, and he has to recruit the way he's done at Washington, because at Washington, obviously, they still made it to a national championship, and that was, with not the resources that an Alabama has in terms of recruiting, right? So, so give him a chance, give him some time. I don't think this is a failure of a season. You know what I mean? Because things happen, and you got a lot to look forward to with Ryan Williams and the future of the program. So, but yeah, no, I agree with the take. I think they're going to be just a good team for years to come. And I think it's going to take a while for them to build back up to being a great team.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Let's move over to the NFL just for a few seconds. Then we're going to get our special guest up here. Let's talk a little bit about your boy, Lamar Jackson. He looks absolutely spectacular. Last night, I think he had 5 touchdowns, only threw like 5 incompletions. That's right. Your Ravens, period, just look amazing on all sides of the ball. Derrick Henry look like he's turned the clock back. He looks – I was talking crap about him after the first game. He looks good. He still looks like he's very much possibly the best running back in the NFL. And all of a sudden, your boy that you was hyping up last year, you told me not to give up on, Rashad Bateman is starting to turn up now, look like a wide receiver 1. So that's been kind of shocking because he's low-key kind of been like the Nico Collins of this season. Like he's really turned things around. He's really looked amazing. And maybe it just took him a little longer to develop. But he's playing really good right now. Nate Wiggins, fan of the podcast, listens to our podcast. He had a pretty big game last night. He was really good. He should have had a pick. But Marlon Humphreys got him for one. But yeah, again, man, your Ravens and Lamar, I don't see right now how he's not the MVP front runner at this time and could possibly go back to back. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I will say I'm a little bit surprised that they're actually playing this well, because I thought that I think there's a little bit of a drop off defensively. Well, a lot of a drop off, to be honest with you, but I'm surprised that the offense is actually playing as well as it is, because the offensive line had to be totally retooled in the offseason. They
And not trying
lost.
to be like weird or nothing like that. Didn't the offensive line coach pass away or something like that? Wasn't that y'all's offensive line coach that passed away earlier this year?
Was he an offensive line coach?
I thought he
might have
was. The
been.
dude that passed away that was on the Ravens coaching staff.
What's that man name? He might have been, bro.
I thought he was the offensive line coach.
I think you're right, actually.
So I'm pretty sure that messed with him too.
Let me see. Was he the one that passed away?
I think he was, bro. I could.
Yeah, yep, it was. Yep,
okay,
you're right.
I thought. Yeah, I thought so.
Yep, you're right. So, in the midst of all that, so now not only did your coach pass away, but you lost Morgan Moses and you lost John Simpson. Both of them went to the Jets, and so you had to kind of retool the offensive line. There's still some things that need to be worked out. I think Linderbaum actually needs to work on him and Lamar need to work on the snaps because they've been fumbling the last couple of weeks. But I mean, I'm really just surprised. Like you said, Rashad Bateman has taken the next step forward. He's looking really good. I think he leads the league in separation. Zay Flowers has obviously looked really good. And then again, King Henry, definitely the best running back in the game right now. Nobody's even close to him right now. So yeah, I just think, and then obviously Lamar Jackson is your MVP so far this season, and it's not close. I don't think anybody has been as good as him. So no, I'm 1,000% with you, man. I think the Ravens, like I said last week, they were my pick to be, the best team in the NFL, and I think they still are right now. To be
you're looking really vindicated on that. I still would say watch out for the Lions because they looking pretty good too. Now Aiden Hutchinson getting hurt does kind of hurt that a little bit for him. Vikings was a team I still have up, and I still think they played pretty well the other day ago as well. But again, I think the Ravens are right up there with them, though. I'm not gonna lie.
How great would it be to have a Ravens Lions Super Bowl?
Oh man, yeah. I thought we were gonna get it last year. I was hoping we was gonna get it last year.
Should have got it last year. You're right about that.
Yeah, but can we talk one more thing before we move on to the basketball? How are the Chiefs still like undefeated? Because they have not really played well. Our guy, Patrick Mahomes, well, my guy at least, he's thrown a pick in every game. And he hasn't really played particularly well this year. And they still continue to win. So that's kind of been annoying. And then I want to talk about the Jets real quickly, too. Real quick before we get to the basketball. We got to start blaming the man of the house. Aaron Rodgers is just not good enough, bro, to get it done anymore. It's cooked. So those are just two things I wanted to make real quick, and you can comment on them. But I'm kind of done with the Aaron Rodgers era. It needs to be Jover. And my dad said in the comments, 873 yards for Derrick Henry already on the season, which is insane. So yeah. But yeah, again, man, I just, in my personal opinion, I kind of think that Aaron Rodgers is cooked, and I don't know how the Chiefs keep finding ways to win, man. I don't know because they have not played good all year.
No. Well,
defensively they've been good. Let me say that. Defensively they've been good, but offensively they have not.
And that's all it is. That defense is outstanding. It's elite. Yeah. And excuse me, sometimes that's all it takes. That and obviously a little bit of assistance from the Zebras. But but in all seriousness, though, I mean that defense is outstanding. And they're a defensive team at this point. You know what I mean? That's pretty much where their bread and butter is. And you never know.
Yeah.
Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they might end up getting hot later on in the season.
Yeah.
When Pacheco comes back. And I think a lot of it is maybe I underrated Isaiah Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? Maybe and Rashee Rice, to be honest with you, because both of those guys, as soon as they went down, the offense started looking worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe, those guys are more important than we thought. And as far as the Jets situation, 1,000% with you, bro. I mean, that man 40 years old. At some point, you lost your head coach. You traded for an elite wide receiver, one of the best in the game's history, and you still stink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, at this point, the guy who's calling the shots, whether that's Joe Douglas, whether that's Woody Johnson, or whether that's Aaron Rodgers, one of them old heads need to take accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the matter of fact, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's all there is to it, man.
One more thing I wanted to bring up about the NFL. The Steelers, bro. The quarterback situation. Did you see Russell Wilson.
My dad was talking to me about it yesterday. He looked good. I went back and looked at the highlights. I didn't watch the full game the other night ago. Yeah. But I watched the highlights yesterday. He looked pretty good, man.
Like, I was surprised.
I'm not gonna lie. He looked kind of like 2016-ish Russ, 17-ish Russ. He looked like he kind of turned the clock back a little bit again.
Yeah.
And the Jets are a pretty good defense. That's not a sorry defense that he carved up. I think he had 273 yards, something like that.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I thought he played tremendous, honestly, when I went back and looked at it. So, I mean, we got to see how that's going to pan out.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin, he might have made the right decision.
He might have did. We got to see how long it's going to work out. But it looks pretty good for them right now. And the Steelers are a really good team. And the quarterback was really one of the main things they were missing. And maybe one more wide receiver, too. But besides that, I mean, they're a good team. So that's going to be interesting to see. Now, let's get into our special guest. Let's get into the basketball. This is going to be a big basketball night for us. Now, one of these guests we have had on there have had on here once, but I think he was getting his podcast up. And I think now they're actually up and going, if I'm not mistaken, are about to be up and going. We have our special guests that we want to bring on tonight. One of them has been on here already, but another person that is a part of that podcast has not been on here. This will be his first time on here to the pod. So again, fellas, appreciate y'all for coming on before we even get y'all up here. But for the rest of the pod, it's going to be heavy on the NBA basketball, man, and basketball just in general. We got our guy Keno that was with us a couple of months ago, and we got our boy Trap. Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on. And they have their own podcast. It's just Stand10, which we're going to actually let y'all get into that now. Tell us a little bit about what y'all got going on, man.
Nah, for sure. But hey, first and foremost, I want to say appreciate y'all for having me back on and having my brother first time on the show, man. Much love.
Definitely.
Yeah, much love. But nah, me and bro, we got the Stand10 podcast alongside our other friend, Paul. And it's just getting sports, just that barbershop talk, just with sports and just a little bit of twist adding the WNBA and just more stuff like that. And Trap, you can add to it, bro.
We talk about entertainment, all type of stuff, man. We already got our first episode out. It's already out, Stand10 on YouTube, right. Getting clips together. Finna get another episode out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for having us on, though, for real, though.
Absolutely, man. Thank y'all for coming.
Man. Thank y'all for coming on, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on. Now, I know that the WNBA just ended this past week. And, our guy Keno came on last time, and we were talking about the WNBA heavy. So the finals just happened. The Liberty just get their first championship ring. I want y'all to talk a little bit about that. And mainly, Keno, I kind of want to start off with you because you are WNBA guru. Me and Cam watch, and we just now kind of getting familiar with it, but you the guru. So I want y'all both, Trap and you both, the gurus on that. So I wanted y'all to kind of kick it off first. How did y'all feel about the WNBA finals and really just the WNBA season in general? Because I think this was probably one of the more entertaining ones that I at least have ever seen, because I just started really checking in on them like this year, really. So how did y'all feel about the finals?
Nah, 100%. Definitely the most entertaining season I've ever seen, with my own eyes, for sure, hands down. With the incoming rookie class, they definitely lived up to the hype, man. You had Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark going out there their first season already breaking WNBA single season records. That was ridiculous to me. And just for the fact of, I don't want to just shine the light on those two. We had people like Rakia Jackson looking nice for the Sparks. When Cameron Brink went down, she actually stood tall in her presence and represented. So, and I was one of the ones who definitely, and I actually said it on the show, I was one of the ones who slept on Rakia Jackson coming into the draft, but she had a spectacular season this year. But it was a lot of surprises this year. What's up with you, Trap?
Yeah, I just feel like, like we were talking about on our first episode, I just feel like social media played a big part, this year, especially with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Like, it was a lot of hype going in, like who gonna win Rookie of the Year and stuff like that. And of course, you got Asia, MVP. Of course you got her. So she always bring a little attention, South Carolina. She putting on for the city and all that. But I feel like mostly it was Angel and Caitlin though that brought the hype for the WNBA.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And I feel like the Rookie of the Year that kind of shook some stuff up because of Angel, she got hurt, so she couldn't finish out the season. Arguably, she was supposed to win the MVP, but she couldn't finish the season, so Caitlin won it.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think we talked about it when Keno was on here, And me and Cam made the same comparison, I believe. It's Magic and Bird all over again, but just in women's bodies. That's literally I think this is going to transform the game to be now more of a popular game now. Like I told you, even me and Cam, we started tuning in more this year because we want to see what Angel got going on.
Yeah.
We want to see what Kaylin got going on. Hell, we want to see what Asia Wilson got going on and Rakia Jackson and all that. So we even started tuning in too this year. So I definitely agree. I think social media played a huge part in the progression of the popularity of the game. So I completely agree with that 100%. Now, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the finals. Finals, Liberty get a ring. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Sabrina and Brianna, just respectfully, was kind of screwing the pooch in that last game. They were not really that great, and they
100%.
pretty much blew it. And the other young lady, and y'all can correct me on her name, I believe the last name is Jones, and she has a tremendous story. She came from Jamaica, came over at the age of 13. Her story is actually tremendous. I can't remember her first name right now, so I'm drawing a blank.
Jaquel.
Yeah, thank you, Jaquel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And she wins finals MVP. So I kind of want to get y'all's take on the finals MVP situation with her, with Jaquel Jones, and also as well, just the final in general, because I actually watched that last game and I was pretty entertained, but I was a little disappointed in Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionesco, because I remember both of them in college and how good they was. And I was kind of, they've been good in the league too as well. But in a game like that, where it's win or go home, I expected more from those two individuals, especially. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. No, 100%. And to be honest with you, bro, if you really locked in with the New York Liberty all season, you would have constantly seen Sabrina Ionescu going this consistent run where I don't want to compare her to Nick Young because what she is to the WNBA is way more than what Swaggy was to the NBA. But as far as being a streak, a microwave type player, she always has these runs where she can go on a scoring tear for 4 or 5 games, give a team 20 plus easy. But then she'll kind of sink down and hide away and drop those 10-point games. And like you said, in the finals, especially those last 2 games, you would have thought that, I don't know, she would have kind of solidified herself, and this is the franchise's, first ring. So you would have thought that, hey, maybe I need to stand tall and maybe I need to try to get this MVP. But nonetheless, the team definitely got the dub. And Jaquel Jones, she's definitely been a factor throughout the whole season, no matter if it's doing the dirty work, getting the boards, the offensive glasses, the defensive glasses, or, hey, coach, give me the ball down low, or I can hit it from the free throw. If you need that guaranteed bucket, she's right there too. When you have a Brianna Stewart not hit and when Sabrina's not hit, she's that player that you can depend on. So I feel like Jaquel just honestly stood tall in her role and solidified herself as being that threat for the WNBA, letting people know that, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me either. It's a big 3, not just a big 2.
Yeah.
I feel like I like, me personally, I like game 5. It was decent. I like game 4. The comeback. Yeah. I like that game. But I feel like the fouls, like I know it was a big discussion, on the last play. Well, not really last play, but the one that give them the go ahead to go to the OT. Like the foul, I know that's a big conversation piece. Yeah. I feel like the fouls was crazy. Like the last 2 games, it was a lot of free throws for Liberty. So I feel like that messed with the pace of the game. So of course I seen Keno sent me something earlier. They had Stephen A on First Take. They were talking about the fouls and how Shannon was like, yeah, he felt like that messed up the pace and how it was pacing the game. And Stephen A was saying that shouldn't matter, but we all know he like New York though, so he gonna be a little biased with it. But the free throws was crazy, and Brianna and Sabrina, they shooting the combined for 5 for 34 the last game. That is crazy. That is crazy. But the free throws was also like 25 free throws. Liberty had 25, only Lennox had 8. Like, that play a part too. But it was the last 2 games where Liberty was finding a way to get to the line more though. So it's just crazy. It was a decent game though. I liked it though.
Yeah, it was a good game. Cam, let's go ahead and transition over to the NBA a little bit now. I know that we want to talk about maybe some of the trades, some of the big things that took place over the offseason, kind of to get us into the NBA season. So I'll go ahead and let you kick that off.
Okay. Shoot, let me see where we even started.
So
Actually,
many.
one of the games just kicked off. So let's go ahead and talk about this one. I know Keno, your team was kind of involved with it. But the Knicks and Timberwolves, I think this was probably the biggest thing that happened this offseason. Karl Anthony Towns is a New York Knick now, and they're actually playing right now as we speak. You know, how you feel about that, bro? What's good with the trade? It was what was it? Cat for Dante DiVincenzo and
Julius Randle.
some picks.
Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I forgot Julius Randle was
Randle's
in the,
there too.
Yeah. So, Cam, you gotta get that right, man. I'm Golden State. You know I follow Andrew Wiggins, man. Chill.
Man, that's right. That's right.
But nah, for real, on the honest note, I gotta be real, man. I think the Timberwolves won this trade. You get a defensive prowler like Julius Randle, somebody who's hungry, somebody who felt like not that New York might have disrespected him, but not have gave him his full allegiance that he might have been due. He's hungry. And you got Dante DiVincenzo who wanted to stay. Come on now, he with his what college did they go to again? He with his Villanova boys. He with his Nova boys, and I felt like he kind of felt slighted. You bringing in Bridges, and his minutes was going to decrease, and it was kind of a slap in the face. So I feel like he was kind of happy with that trade too. But I feel like the Wolves won it.
Yeah. How you feel about it, Trap?
Yeah, I feel like Minnesota, they definitely won that one. I mean, okay, let me say this. Julius Randle, I like him regular season, playoffs, he iffy. He definitely iffy playoffs. He iffy playoffs. But I feel like they won though. They definitely won the trade. I like Cat too, but I don't think it's going. I done seen some crazy stuff. Like I done seen people already saying like Knicks probably gonna win the championship. Like that is crazy. That is bonkers. How is they gonna win the championship? That's not that big of a difference. Like Cat, like he decent. I like Cat as a player, but I don't think they win no championship.
Yeah. And just to give my take on it, I feel the same way. I think Minnesota probably won the trade because for one, they added two solid players that can give you something and give you a role on their team. Now, granted, Cat's gonna give a big role to the Knicks too as well, but still, I think DiVincenzo's a really good player. And I know Julius Randle gets a lot of slander, but I think he's a good player too, to be honest with you. So again, if he can stay healthy, do the right thing, I think it's a good trade on both sides. But I do kind of feel like the Timberwolves kind of won it a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of emotion involved too on both sides. Because I know, like Keno said, Dante DiVincenzo he was hot. Not only because I think he wanted to be a Knick, I think he wanted to stick with his Villanova boys, but at the same time, he also knew that with Mikal Bridges coming in, with Julius Randle potentially coming back from injury, Mitchell Robinson coming back from injury, right? A lot of these guys, he was gonna lose some minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's only natural that when you bring in another guard forward type player like Mikal Bridges, somebody who's an Iron Man, somebody that's gonna play, that can play the whole game, you know what I'm saying, and add value on both sides or both ends of the floor, it's natural that you're gonna lose some minutes. But at the same time, I think he's in a really good spot now with Minnesota because he's gonna get a lot of minutes there. And I think that for Minnesota, losing Cat is kind of big, but at the same time, you're bringing in Julius Randle. And I think they're going all in on Naz Reid. I think that's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Because Naz Reid looked very good in the playoffs, especially.
He was sixth man of the year last year, right?
Sixth man of the year. That's right. Yeah. And especially in that Nuggets series, I mean, he pretty much was shooting us out the gym, bro. Yeah. I mean, they just got a really good team up in Minnesota, and I think that first and foremost, you lose Cat's contract, right? I don't know what the numbers look like, but you know, Julius Randle's gonna be cheaper than Cat, right? Yeah. Naz Reid is probably gonna be cheaper than Cat. Dante DiVincenzo is gonna be cheap. I mean, all three of those contracts could very well be cheaper than what you was gonna get a Karl Anthony Towns for, because he was probably gonna be eligible for a max or a super max from whenever his contract was gonna be available or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good trade for them, man. Ultimately, and I would agree that Minnesota probably won the trade.
Yeah.
But let's talk about another trade that happened. Paul George is now a 76er. I know he got injured. He hyperextended his knee, and then B is going to be out the first week. So really, there's nothing to say about the Sixers until probably the first month of the season. But how do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think? How does this raise Philly's ceiling? Does it raise the floor? What are the expectations for Philly this season?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, man. I think their ceiling is the floor, bro. I don't really see Philly rising up too much more, man. You see Joel Embiid come out in the media and he say he doesn't want to play back-to-back games. All right, cool. I get it from a health perspective for sure, but what about from a chemistry perspective? What about from a continuity perspective? Don't you want to get in a rhythm with your guys? Don't you want to kind of, just get in the swing of things before the postseason? And I just feel like, yeah, you got Paul George, but again, you're bringing someone on the team who's, again, injury prone. So how does that help you? I see someone like Tobias Harris leaving there, probably doing better in Detroit. Yeah, of course, they don't have no one to help him, but I feel like getting PG really wasn't much of a help. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I'm not gonna lie. The back-to-back's going. I feel like one, the chemistry that always plays a part. Like you adding another key factor, another key piece.
Yeah.
Like even when he was with the Clippers, like him and Kawhi never really got to really play because Kawhi was always, he didn't want to play the back-to-backs either, so they never really got the true chemistry that they needed. So I think they're gonna do good for they placing in the standing wise in the East, but playoffs I don't think they're gonna go for. Like it's not a championship team.
What about you, T? What you think?
I mean, yeah, in my personal opinion, and I guess we'll see that when we get to the rankings a little bit. I kind of feel the same way Trap feels. I don't think this is a championship caliber team. I think health is going to be a big problem with those two guys, Paul George and Embiid. I don't think either one of them see 65 games played, honestly. Unfortunately. And it's just being real. We'll talk about it when we get to the ranking the teams part or whatever in the divisions or whatever. But again, man, I feel like they're going to be a decent team. They're going to be a factor in the East. But as far as like anything of importance, I think Keno kind of said it too. I think they've kind of already reached their highest potential. They have not even made it to an Eastern Conference Finals game yet. I'm just kind of good on the Sixers, man. We've been doing this for 10 years now with this whole trade stuff. I'm kind of done with it, bro. I'm not gonna lie at this point.
T, so can I ask you a question?
Yep, go ahead.
So if this year doesn't go in the 76ers plan of faith, what do they do with Joel Embiid? Is it time for them to make a move with him?
It's so crazy to think that they should because he is one of the top 5 or 10 players in the league. Right. But if the injuries persist, which we've seen with him, they have, and if they are planning on going into a complete, let's tear it down, start all the way over, and just build around Tyrese Maxey, which I don't think is a terrible idea. I think Tyrese Maxey is a really good player. If they decide to do that, I don't think it's that crazy. Y'all, we've been going through the same cycle with the Sixers now for at least, how long have they been good, Cam? Now, about 6 or 7 years consecutively with the same kind of core of, Embiid and somebody like.
Yeah. Ever since they got rid of
it's been about 7 years now because in 14 and 15 and 16, they were struggling still and they was kind of building up. And I think maybe I might be wrong, but I feel like 17, 18 is where they kind of started to turn a corner. I'm actually gonna look that up while we're talking about this. But anyway, I'll let y'all go ahead. I think it was 2018 when they started turning the corner.
Yeah. When they moved on from Brett Brown, that's kind of when they started the
I'm about to look it up right now because I'm convinced.
Wasn't they still making the playoffs with Brown?
The Brett Brown year, I got it for y'all right here, bro. The Brett Brown's year was in 2018, 2019. They went 51-31. So really, since then, they've never been that good again.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's going on now, like I just said, like 6 or 7 years of them being stuck in the same position.
Exactly.
So I kind of do think if it don't work out this year, You might just have to blow it up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because Embiid is getting close to 30. He stays injured. You know, how long does his career is gonna last at this point? You know, and it might be time to, you know, start it over. And like I said, build around Tyrese Maxey. So to answer your question in a long-term way, yes. If they don't get it done this year, I would consider it. I would. I'm not gonna lie, I would.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I can't knock it. I think as far as like the Paul George trade, I think y'all kind of said it. You know what I'm saying? It don't really add much, and it's just the injuries for me, man. You know what I'm saying? If PG already hurt, bro, and the season ain't even started yet, and that's a serious injury. That's a hyperextension. He might be out.
That's something that doesn't go away either, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's something that's gonna hamper him this whole entire season.
It could be some partial ligament damage there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bothering him the whole year, and unless he takes some time off, and I mean legitimate time off. I'm not talking about 4 or 5 games. I'm talking if he don't, unless he misses like the first 15, 20 games of the season, he gonna be dealing with that all year. And Embiid, like Keno said, Embiid already said he ain't playing no back-to-backs for the rest of his career. So it's like
forget the season.
Forget the season for the rest of his career is what he said. And so it's like clearly he don't think he gonna be around that long. He's already on the wrong side of 30. You know what I'm saying? He's had his own injury history. We gotta also keep in mind he was banged up last year. I didn't think the Sixers should have brought him back last year in the playoffs. Even though he played solid, he was coming off of a partially torn meniscus. And not only did he finish through the playoffs, he played the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? And so barely, but he was still out there. He was still running. He was still practicing, whatever. So he didn't get no rest. So now he's already talking about he ain't playing back-to-backs. They already said he's going to be out for the first week of the season. I mean, it's like you say, they don't have anybody but Tyrese Maxey that's going to give them consistency. You know what I mean? That's what they missing. They missing consistency because they're going to be banged up. Tyrese Maxey played so good last year. He carried them to the playoffs. He carried them to the playoffs. And Embiid got back and still didn't matter because they didn't even make it to the conference finals like T said. They're not. I mean, it's the same story over and over again. You know what I'm saying? All 3 coaches, Brett Brown, Doc Rivers, now Nick Nurse. It's the same story. And the issue is the team. It's the guy that you got. It's not working. It's just not working. So I'm with you. I don't think Philly will do it, but they probably should. They should consider it.
So where y'all see him going if they do trade him?
I would think somewhere, this is just my opinion, I would think somewhere where he's going to compete for a championship immediately, right? It's what I would think. He's later in his career. What team? I can't think on the top of my head of where I would, because all the teams that I'm thinking about that have a legitimate shot at winning a ring, they don't have the money to get it done. They don't have any cap space. So I'm thinking about a team like the Lakers. If they wanted a chance, would they do it? But they don't have the cap space. We already know Anthony Davis doesn't really like playing the center like that, so he would fit right in there. I would think about a team like that, but I don't think the money situation would add up. That's the reason I don't think that would work. Maybe
what about
a team,
the Warriors?
Yeah, the Warriors, and they potentially could have the money space as well, because they could potentially move off of Draymond too this season at some point. I mean, it's kind of been rumored since that whole slap situation with Jordan Poole that he might get moved.
There was no slap.
Whatever situation happened. But I could see him getting moved, and that would open up money at least. So the Warriors is not a bad option. I still think Steph Curry is playing very well at his age. So the Warriors potentially they could try to make a last minute push. So that's a good one.
Let's actually transition into the Warriors and let's talk about them. Keno, I know this is your squad, so give me, what's your thoughts? Tell me what you're thinking about the Warriors' future and about you, because you lost Clay too this offseason. He's now with the Mavericks. So what's your thoughts, man?
Nah, to be honest with you, man, as far as Golden State goes, I honestly think you got to blow the rest of that up, man. Like you got the rest of Curry's prime. Curry's still in his prime. Let's not get it twisted. We seen what he did in the Olympics. he still has it in the tank. I seen him on a commercial at halftime last night with the San Francisco game. He was literally saying that I still have a lot left in the tank. So I believe that the Warriors have to add something around them. I seen some rumors going around speculating maybe Jimmy Butler could come to Golden State. Though I don't like Jimmy. I am biased against your boy Jimmy Trout. I could see Miami calling Pat Riley and saying, "Hey, look, can we do something?" So, but as far as the Warriors go, I got them at a play-in at best. To be honest, I don't really see them doing too much. But the biggest part of everything, they still don't have a big man. That's been Golden State's problem. You can't play Draymond at the 5. I get it. Small ball was cool back then. It worked. Draymond, you've gotten a little older now. The league has evolved. Everyone's playing small ball now. But forget small ball now. We've seen the game evolve back to where the bigs are being the most pivotal part of a lot of teams. So I feel like not getting a big man this offseason was another blow for the Warriors. So playing the best.
Who is the big right now? Like, what's the starting lineup? Because I couldn't tell you. It's what Steph, Kuminga.
Got Steph, Kuminga, Wiggs, Dre. And
I don't even know.
Would it be your boy Cam Moody?
Or would it be
coming off the bench?
So he coming off the bench. Okay.
What's bro with the gap?
Steph, Brandon, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Draymond.
So that's the projected lineup right now. So
that's too small, bro. That's too small. They playing college basketball, man. That's way too small, bro.
I'd rather have Looney starting than that, but they need a big.
That's right. What's good with Looney? Yes, he need to be starting, right?
Yeah, he need to be starting, but I don't. This is what Golden State is throwing out there.
Man,
how you feeling, Trout?
I think I ain't gonna say that over with, but how Draymond was talking like the dynasty still here. Nah, it is not, my boy. It is not here no more. I like how y'all got Buddy Hield though. I like Buddy, but hey, it's not like it's too much. I feel like it's too much small ball. Like it's too much small ball. And Wiggins, they were saying a whole lot of stuff about Wiggins. He was going through a whole lot of stuff, whole lot of drama. So I don't know if Wiggins gonna come back and he gonna play like Wiggins. I don't know if he gonna play like Wiggins, Yeah. So
I'm looking.
It's looking iffy.
I'm looking at y'all team now, and there's only one center on the roster, and it's Quentin Post. And then I guess your other big man would be Kyle Anderson and Trace Jackson Davis.
Yeah, that's dynasty. That's what they talking about. That's dynasty right now. That's dynasty right now. It ain't over.
They got a lot of guards and forwards though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the back, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Nobody
really
knows,
tell
bro.
You. But what's the future then? Like, where do they go from here? Because
I feel like they gonna offload Draymond. I think Draymond gonna leave.
Yeah.
I think he gonna leave. I think he gonna try to make it way to the Lakers. I don't know how he gonna do it, but I feel like he gonna try to make it way to the Lakers.
Yeah.
I think Steph staying. I think Wiggs staying. Now all these other expendable pieces they got, like Buddy, I don't know if they gonna try to flip them to try to get add more pieces to try to get another players on. I really don't know what they got going on. I'm lost. I don't know what they got going on. I really don't.
I mean,
yeah, I agree, man. And for the people that was hyping up New York, and we're gonna get into this in a minute. New York is already getting blown out 43,
they
43 24 in the first quarter. In the first quarter already.
They're never getting another ring. Never, ever, never getting a ring.
For the people that's hyping up New York, it ain't looking good. Mikal Bridges has been awful already. It ain't off to a good start in that city right now. So they better hope the Yankees get it done.
They ain't beating them Dodgers. They ain't beating those Dodgers.
The Knicks, they not looking too good. All right, Cam, go ahead and transition us into. Did you want to go ahead and transition into the ranking thing, or do we want to go to another subject?
Yeah, let me ask I got two more things to talk about real quick. Let me ask one transaction, one move, one new signing from this offseason from each of y'all that you think is gonna have an impact. We'll just do that. Let's do that, and then we'll move on to the teams. Yeah. So
one transaction, Chris Paul. Like, I don't think they're gonna do nothing, but that's a good pickup. They had a negative season last. I don't know what they record was, but
y'all ain't gonna like where I got the Spurs. Then we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it.
They had a negative. They had a negative record, but I think every time Chris Paul go to a team, you got to give him respect. He do make a good turnaround for their team. So I'm liking that. I like Chris Paul with especially with Wemby. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good little combo. What they say, they're making little memes and stuff saying they're giving them a couple more years in the league. You know.
Go ahead, Kino.
Be real with you, man. I'm gonna have to go with Clay going to the Mavs, man. I like it. Luka and Kyrie another shooting threat, and I feel like it just build off what last season presented. I feel like the Mavs look good in the postseason, like up until the round they lost, of course, but they was looking nice. You had Lively. First off, I want to shout out their bigs. They're Lively, PJ Washington. You had the guy from Washington. I forgot his name, but they was just looking really nice, and that was something. Gafford. Daniel Gafford. They was looking nice, and this was something that Dallas has always been missing, was that post presence ever since Dirk left. So I feel like Dallas looks nice with Clay. I like that. That was my favorite offseason transaction for sure.
Yeah, I like even though he left my Hawks, I'm kind of excited to see what DeJounte Murray does with the Pelicans. I mean, he was kind of talking about it a little bit this week, how he's going to be kind of getting moved back to his natural position. So I am kind of interested to see what he's going to do now since he's back into his natural position, because he said he really wants to play more so like point guard, because that's kind of like what he does. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to work out with Zion and BI as well. So I'm a little interested to kind of see how that's going to go. So that's probably my most, like, I'm excited to see if it works out type of offseason, ad.
Yeah, that's actually a really good move. I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
it was a move, but like he said,
that's really good. Mine, I'm actually going to the draft. To be real with you, the Lakers getting Bronny James. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, for real though, sticking with the Lakers though, it's actually Dalton Connect for me. To be completely real with you,
Connect Fold, Yasirski.
Yeah, I think he was a really good pickup. I think he fits a need that they need. A need that they had. They needed somebody that could score. They needed somebody that could come off the bench. Might be even get a chance to start a couple of games this year, depending on the health of some of the players. I think he was a really good addition to them, to be honest with you. And I think he landed in the perfect spot because he's gonna get minutes right away. So I think that was really good for him. Also wanted to bring up, I got to talk about my Nuggets just for a little bit. We got Russell Westbrook.
Go ahead, bro.
We got Russell Westbrook, and we re-signed Aaron Gordon. So I think that was a pretty good way to kind of stave off the decline for just another season. But yeah, so those would probably be my so Connect and Westbrook. But
can I say something real quickly? And I don't know if y'all gonna agree with this or not. Did y'all see the contract that Jalen Suggs got yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And again, I'm not trying to disrespect the young man. I'm super happy for him. Glad that he's getting this opportunity. Am I the only one that's like, how did he get that big of a contract? Am I tripping, or like, I mean, he's a good player, but he's like a role player though, essentially. And he just cashed in 150 M's. So is this just like the new NBA world now, or like role players cashing out like that? Because I'm gonna be honest, I can name 3 or 4 players, potentially 5 players that are on that Magic team that are better than him. And he just got paid 150 M. So I want to know, am I tripping, or like, is that just the new going rate nowadays?
I feel like
it's more like, I feel like it's more like the rate now. Like, money. Hey, what Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they just signed a crazy contract too. Like, the money just up, and he averaged a decent amount of points. I just looked it up. He averaged 15. So
Yeah, he ain't no scrub. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he ain't no scrub at all.
Who else
Yeah,
they gonna
I
spend
want to
their
make sure
money
I ain't
on?
coming
Really?
off like he a scrub.
Yeah.
He's just like a role player. Like he's just like an average to good role player, which you need that in the NBA. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Well, let me kind of chime in. I think a lot of people are asking the same thing about Aaron Gordon, how he got that contract with the Nuggets, and I think part of it is you got to think about the fit for the team. A lot of people look at the numbers, the raw numbers, or they look at where the player might rank if they are all-star or not. Like, dang, how you get that much money? But the fact of the matter is, Paolo, you know what I'm saying, and Wagner and all these other guys, they like playing with Jalen Suggs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cole Anthony, God, who else they got on the team? Wendell Carter still on the squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of these guys, they fit well with Jalen Suggs. So I believe I'm a firm believer in paying your nucleus. You got to pay your guys and let them grow and see what you can get, because like you said, T, and like Trap said, he puts up some really good numbers. The real question is, where you gonna find his replacement if you didn't pay him?
And let's talk about about defense too.
Yeah,
let's talk about defense. He was second team all defensive in the NBA. So if you once you start making them lists, that bag get bigger.
Yeah.
I'm saying starter minutes.
So I feel like he is a role player, but I feel like he's kind of much more than a role player because, like I said, just his defensive presence that he adds to the team. He's one of the people on that team that's going to go out and guard their best guard. Again, he's not one of the best defenders in the league, like the first five, but he's still second team. So you got to give it to him.
Yeah, that's good for real. I was just wondering, but I guess because Jalen Johnson, who plays for the Hawks, he got paid yesterday too. Now, granted, I thought he had an argument to win most improved player last year because he was tremendous. He went from scoring like 4 points a game to like 15 and 9. So he was doing really good. Only reason he didn't get it is because my boy up there at the Bulls that played at UNC, he was going crazy too last year. The point guard, what's his name? Kobe White, is that his name? He actually ended up winning most valuable player, and he was going crazy. So
I thought Maxey won. Maxey didn't win last year.
Oh, Maxey did end up winning, didn't he?
Yeah, because remember I remember we had a whole segment about it. We was like,
we did. It was Maxey. Because it was between him, Kobe, and Jalen and Jalen Johnson. Yeah,
because we said that we felt like Maxey shouldn't have. No offense to him, we felt like he should have been more so in the MVP conversation. Rather than most.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah, because it was like how you go from being a good player to being a really good player, and that's counted as most improved when you got two guys who, no offense to him, but wasn't good, and then really. Because, Kobe White went from 9 to 19 points a game. Yeah. And then, like you said, Jalen Johnson really changed when he was on the court for the Hawks. He was doing it all for him. So, I'm with you, bro.
Honestly, man, he was because Trey was hurt a lot last year. He was honestly our second best player last year. Like, to be flat out, like the whole time. When Trey was there and when Trey was out, he was our second best player. So, I wasn't mad at him getting the bag he got yesterday because I was like, okay, like, he kind of deserves it.
That's the NBA. That's the new NBA. And see, the funny thing is, Jalen Suggs got that. What was it? 5 for 150. You said. Yeah. That's what is that in the NFL? That's Daniel Jones money, ain't it, or something like? No, that's
almost Justin Jefferson money, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Justin Jefferson money.
Like that's it's crazy how the NBA money, and it's because there's less players, but it's crazy how. You got guys like Jamal Murray got paid too this offseason. He got
Green. He just got paid yesterday.
Green,
all of these guys got huge bags, and when you compare them to the NFL guys that got their same bag, you be like, hold on, this is a way, you know what I'm saying? A huge gap. But but let's move on into our final segment of the night. We don't want to hold y'all too long tonight, but basically what we're gonna be doing. Y'all know how we do every year at the start of a season. We got to give y'all some predictions. So this year, we're going to give you, all four of us are going to give you our top 10s that we think are our final seedings, essentially. So playoff teams, play-in teams, all of that. So we're going to start with, let me put my glasses on.
So Cam, before we get started, so are we going to say like I give my 10th team, you give your 10th team. Are we gonna do it like that? Okay.
Yeah, we going around. So
okay,
we're gonna start with I'm actually first on the list. So we're gonna start with the East.
Okay.
So again, to try to speed it up some, let's just say the team. We can, maybe we can give just a little quick, just give a point as to why you think they're gonna finish there, and then let's move on to the next. All right, that's cool with everybody.
Yeah, they're cool. Cool.
Okay. Did y'all want me to write this? Well, I'm gonna write it down, but should I share it or
you ain't gotta share it? Because what I'll do is we'll just kind of like post something later on so everybody can see it. So don't worry about sharing it. We'll just go ahead and do it like that.
Write it down. Okay. So our guests, we'll let y'all go first. So Kino, you go ahead. Let's start with the East.
Yeah.
So give us your 10th seed in the East.
10th seed in the East, I got the Hornets. I like how they signed. I got the Hornets, man. I like how they get brought back Miles Bridges. I love Miles Bridges. Love RTB, and I feel like LaMelo pops out this year. He shows people that, hey, I might have been hurt these first couple of seasons, but I feel like we can finally get a good, healthy year with LaMelo, and they can make it to the play-in. So,
the Hornets at 10. All right, Trap, let's go. What you got?
I got the Raptors at 10. They always decent. They always play decent. They always seed pretty good. I got them going to the play-in. They might do a little something. I got the Raptors at 10.
What? T, who you got at 10, bro?
I'm with Kino. I have the Hornets at 10, man. I kind of believe in that young coach they got. I think he's going to be pretty good. Bringing back Miles Bridges, even though I don't care for the person, but he's a decent basketball player. And also as well, you got Brandon Miller and LaMelo. If they're able to stay healthy, that team can be pretty all right, bro. That can be a 40-win team, bro, if they can stay healthy. So I got the Hornets at 10 as well.
Bet.
Cam, who you got at 10?
I'm going to rock with y'all. I got the Hornets as well then. I'm going to rock with y'all, man. But you're right, though. I mean, new coach. They finally healthy again. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they can do. But, yeah, I'm going to roll with y'all. Let's go with the Hornets. Okay. At 9, Kino, who you got, bro, in the East?
I got the Heat. I'm sorry, Trout. I know that's your squad. But
That's crazy.
I got the Heat. I got the Heat.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That's just
that crazy.
No explanation.
Talk us through that one a little bit, Kino, a little bit.
What's up,
Jimmy comeback? Dang.
Yeah, I feel like Jimmy has this thing with him when he wants to leave a team. Not saying that it's already set in stone that he wants to leave Miami, but when Jimmy hasn't made up in his head that he wants out, Jimmy gives up on the whole organization. He lets it know he wants out. And I feel like Jimmy's not had enough of Miami. And I feel like this is the year Jimmy try to find his way out of Miami. So, nice seed.
Fair enough. Trap.
Sorry, Trap.
It's high take. I got Magic. Got Magic at 9.
Okay.
I got Magic. They decent. They a decent little squad. They ain't better than my Heat, but that's our rival. But I got them at 9.
Okay. Go ahead, T. Who you got?
At 9, I also have the Raptors. I think the Raptors could be a decent squad that's going to seed pretty well. I got them at 9.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I messed up on mine. Actually, I'm actually going with the Hornets at 9, and at 10, I got the Raptors.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, cool. So let's go circle back around to you, Kino, with your 8th seed. So this is
playoff caliber.
Yeah, 8th seed. I got the Raptors. I feel like. You go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. Talk me through the Raptors, man. What y'all see? Talk me through it.
I mean, they still got Scotty Barnes, bro. Like, I still think he's a decent player. I think a lot of people kind of like forgotten about Scotty Barnes because he hasn't been as excellent as he was his rookie year. But I still think he's a good player, and I still think they got some pieces that could, I don't think they're gonna be like, we're gonna be contended. But kind of like what Trap said, it don't really matter who they got on the squad. They always tend to like seed pretty well, like really regardless. And it's kind of been that way even when like Chris Bosh was there even. Like they always find a way to be at least an okay-ish team. So that's why I got them there at where I had them at 9.
Yeah, and I feel like a player like RJ Barrett 2 steps up this year, kind of takes that next step.
Is Quickly still there as well?
I think so. I think Quickly.
Yeah, so Emmanuel Quickly, that's another, good player for them. So I think that's solid. So Keno had them at 8. So Trap, who you got at 8?
I got the Pacers. At 8.
Okay.
Pacers. They got Pascal, I like Pascal. He decent. I like him. I ain't gonna hate on too much. They always be decent. Miles Turner, Tyrese. I feel like they can give me 8.
Yeah, me and you think a lot alike because I also had the Pacers at 8. I got it down here. I got the Pacers at 8, kind of for similar reasons, man. I know Cam ain't the biggest Halliburton fan, but I think they're still gonna be a pretty decent team, man. Halliburton also as well. Pascal, they're gonna be a decent team. So I got them coming in at 8.
Bet. Okay. Well, at 8, I actually got the Miami Heat. Yeah. So I hate to say it because I actually do rock with the Heat. I do like Jimmy a lot. Bam Adebayo is one of my favorite players, but I mean, I'm not buying into the hype of we're gonna roll with Tyler Hero at point guard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They tried it, hasn't worked. I know he was a little banged up last year, or the year before that, but it's just I feel like they don't have enough personally. But the 8th seed is still a good spot, and obviously you got the best coach in the game.
Yeah,
in Spo. I think that's enough to make it to at least to the play-in. So let's move on to number 7. Keno, who you got?
Ooh, I got that team that's losing right now. Them New York Knicks.
Okay.
Okay.
I got the Bulls. Lonzo coming back. I think you got to find their way back in the rotation. I don't depend how they start off. Gotta see how they start off. But I got them at 7.
At 7, I got the Miami Heat, man, kind of for similar reasons. I think they're just a superstar away from being really, really good. I don't think, and this is probably unpopular opinion, I don't think Jimmy Butler is a superstar. I think he's a star. I think Bam Adebayo is borderline superstar. I'm not gonna lie, because last year he was really good, but I don't know if he's quite there yet to be like top 10 player in the league type vibe. But I do think he's like a top 15, 20-ish player. But yeah, I got them at 7. I got the Heat.
All right. At the 7. I got your Atlanta Hawks at 7, bro.
Oh no, you're crazy. I don't even have us in our top 10.
You ain't got the Hawks in your top 10,
I think the
bro?
Hawks are gonna be absolutely terrible this year.
What?
I think they're gonna be absolutely terrible.
You ain't got the Hawks in your. I need to see who you got in your top 10 because maybe I'm missing somebody then.
I ain't got mine either.
Maybe
we're in a rebuilding year this year. We're not gonna. We might get 33 wins this year. I'm serious. I don't think we're gonna do it.
I done went up and down this list. Go ahead, Keno. I done went up and down this list.
Well, we're at 6 now, right? Keno, go ahead with your 6.
Yeah, 6. I got the 76ers. I feel like with Joel Embiid not playing back-to-backs, they wouldn't make that top 4. So I got them right there at the 6th slot.
Okay, Trap.
Yeah, I got Cavs. I got the Cavs at 6.
Ooh.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, at the 6th spot for me, I have the Sixers as well. And I think mainly because of health, they would be higher on this list, like we talked about earlier, if they could stay healthy, but we know that's not going to happen. And it's already not happening. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Sixers at 6.
I also have the Sixers at 6. Same thing that you just said, pretty much. Boy, I know I'm missing somebody, though. I'm looking at my list now, and I'm like, go ahead. I am. No, let me back this thing up.
Okay.
Actually, my fault, y'all. Yep, I messed up. I knew I did. Okay. At 10, my bad, y'all. At 10, I do have the Hornets. Okay, I'm going to put them back. At 9, I have the Hawks. At 8, I got the Heat. At 7, I got the 76ers.
Okay.
Okay. And then at 6, this was the team that I was missing, the team that we was talking about earlier. At 6, I got the Orlando Magic, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got them. I think I got them a little bit lower than y'all do, but I have another team a little bit higher than y'all do as well. So,
okay.
And we'll get into that a little bit later. So
we at 5 now. Is Keno available? Because I know his webcam says something. Okay, let's go to Trap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Trap.
5 to my Heat. I don't know why, but we always get slandered. It be like this every year. They say, "Hey man, you know, like I just said, Jimmy ain't no superstar. He show you different." You know, they be like, "We on the rebuilding." Yeah, I feel like we one more superstar, but we always be a little decent. We either be towards the bottom or mid in the standings. Yeah. I gotta say 5 though.
Bet.
For me, at 5, I got the Magic, man. I'm believing in Paolo Banchero, bro. I like that whole nucleus, kind of like what we was talking about. I like Wagner's. I like both of the Wagner brothers or whatever. And I think they're going to be pretty good, man. I think it's going to be a really good team this year. I think Paolo's going to take that next step to etch himself. I think he's going to have like an Anthony Edwards type season where he kind of etches himself in that next realm of stardom. So I can see him at the end of this year being like a top 15, top 20 player. It would not surprise me at all. So I got the Magic at 5.
So at 5, I actually have the Indiana Pacers at 5.
So you do have them higher than us.
Yeah, so I got the Pacers a little bit higher. They just went to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. I got to give.
A lot of that was fluky, though. A lot of that was injury based.
It could be, but again, let's say the same thing happens this year because one of the injuries was who? The 76ers, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The Bucks haven't been healthy for the last couple of playoffs.
Yeah.
Same thing could happen to them. You know what I mean? So, I can't really discount what they did last year because of a couple of injuries that they faced, and they also played very well, and they were the number 1 offense last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, led by the industry plant Tyrese Halliburton, but
you cannot stand him, bro. It's hilarious. Bro, last year we did the NBA start of the season. Like when Tyrese Halliburton was going crazy at the beginning of the season last year, this man Campbell said that boy had a lit sanity.
Sanity run,
it's
man.
That light skin on light skin beef, man. You know, that's what it really is.
He do not like that boy at all, bro. It's hilarious.
Now, in all seriousness, though, I will say he did gain my respect though, for real, in the playoffs. Though I was really impressed. To lead your team to the Eastern Conference Finals after you started the year as strong as you did. Yeah, I was impressed. Keno, give us your 5 and your 4. My bad, Cam. I'm sorry.
My fault, man. Technical difficulties.
You good, bro? You good, man? You good?
5, I got the Bucks. Okay. So I got them.
He got him low. He got them low, bro. I'm not mad. I get why though. Like I get it. I'm not mad at him for putting that.
One, Chris Middleton, man. If I knew he was gonna be healthy the whole year,
it's over,
Bucks
bro.
top 3 for sure.
Yeah,
Chris Middleton's hurt in and out of the lineup, man. So that hurts them a lot. If y'all remember from when they won that finals, a lot of people was labeling Chris Middleton the closer for that team.
Yeah.
So that shows you alone how much of a presence he adds to that team, man. I feel like Giannis and Damian Lillard, they've had glimpses of what they can be, but I don't feel like the chemistry still has built yet. Granted, it's just been a year, so I don't want to jump too quick, but I feel like what you got, Doc Rivers still the coach, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have Doc Rivers lead you to the Golden Land, then you don't have far to look. 5th.
Okay.
That's true. I ain't gonna lie. That's a great point.
That is a great point. I can't even argue it. That's a great point. Give us your number 14. So we're gonna start back with Keno.
All right, real quick, just the Magic. I got the Magic top 4. I like how they looked last year going into the playoffs. Magic was a sleeper team. A lot of people slept on them last year.
Yeah.
And I heard you say earlier, fellow Blue Devil, Paolo Banchero, been hooping. He's a leader for that team. But you also have the others too, Wagner, Cole Anthony, Suggs. Like we were saying earlier, just those pieces, those role players who know their role and can play it well. Yeah, it adds up good. So I got the Magic in the 4th.
Yeah. Go ahead, Trap. Who you got at 4?
Me, they getting beat to death right now. I had the Knicks. I had the Knicks at 4.
I feel worse because I got them higher than that.
Yeah, me too. I do. Yeah, I do
and
too,
4,
bro.
I actually have the Cavaliers, man. I think they're going to be a really good team, especially if Donovan Mitchell can stay healthy. And one thing I really would like to see is for Evan Mobley to kind of take that next step in his development. I thought his rookie year he was really good, and I felt like last year a little bit he kind of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of need, and that might have been dealing with some injuries and stuff like that, but I would like for him to take that next step because I think Evan Mobley's a really good player. So I would probably have them at 4, and again, that's why I would have the Cavs at this point.
Yeah, same here. I got the Cavs at 4.
Yep.
Go ahead, Keno. Who is your third team in the East?
Third, I got the Pacers. Another sleeper.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
feel
so
like
you have them higher than Cam, man.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a year for a lot of the top dogs to be lower seeded than what a lot of people expect them to be. And yeah, I got the Pacers. I feel like Halliburton, though he didn't get the playing time he may have won it in the Olympics. And I really felt like the way he dished the ball and distribute the basketball just to different players, he could have helped the Olympic team in certain situations. But I feel like the team that they built around him, and now he finally has someone like a Pascal Siakam tied in with Miles Turner. I mean, come on. That pick and roll is scary down there. So I got the Pacers at 3rd.
Me, I got the 76ers at 3rd. I got the Sixers at 3rd.
Oh, man.
I got them Sixers up high. Yeah. Hey, I respect it, though. They got the talent. They just got to stay healthy, man. They got the talent, though. They do have the talent.
They played decent. They played decent last season. You know, they added PG. PG played good by itself with Embiid not playing them back to back. So hey, I think they still gonna be winning. Just don't think they gonna win no shit.
Go ahead, T.
So at 3 for me, I have a team that's absolutely getting ran through right now, the New York Knicks. I think they were pretty good last year as well. I don't know how this new nucleus is going to do. Maybe it's just first night jitters. And then obviously the Celtics, and we'll probably talk about them in a second. I mean, they have a great chance of running it back again this year. So again, I'm not going to judge them too hard off night 1, but I do have the Knicks at 3.
Yeah. Same here. And the touch on the night, I don't know what's happening because obviously we're not watching it, but we got to keep in mind, Cat just got there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
You know exactly. Like, I mean, this whole offseason or whatever, they were going into it thinking that Dante DiVincenzo was going to be one of their primary contributors. They was thinking Julius Randle was going to be one of their primary contributors. Both of them guys are gone now. You know what I'm saying? So, that could be what's happening with them tonight. But I still got the Knicks as a 3rd seed. I think they're super, super talented. I think they're very well coached. They just got to play their bench this season. They starters. Jalen Brunson don't need to be playing 48 minutes a game. All right, dial it back, Tibbs. Let your boys rest.
That's Tibbs' way, man. You know how Tibbs.
He'll run his players.
I know, man. Tibbs be running his players down, man. All right, Keno, who you got at?
We got at 2.
At 2, I got the Cavs. I feel like Donovan Mitchell plus Jared Allen plus Evan Mobley, all them tied in. I'm missing the guard name, Garland. Darius Garland. Garland. I feel like this is the year they can finally do it. I remember Jared Allen said one year the lights was too bright for him. Hopefully they get a little dimmer this year. So I feel like Cavs can get that 2nd seed. Regular season, we're talking regular season. Notice they seeded. So I feel like regular season they're gonna do good. So yeah, Cavs 2nd.
Yeah, I can't knock it though. I really can't. They played a really good season last year. They got a brand new coach. Who is it? Is it Kenny Atkinson? Is that who they picked up?
I know they got an old school coach because he already came in implementing rules already.
Yeah.
No hoodies is on him.
Yeah, no hoodies.
I thought that was the Pistons with JB Bickerstaff.
That's Kenny Atkinson. Yeah, it's Kenny Atkinson.
Right. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson, man, turned down that Hornets job a couple years ago.
Go ahead. So who
was coming?
Who your number 2, man?
I got the Bucks at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That boy Giannis.
Yeah, I'm with Trap. I got them at 2 as well. Giannis, self-explanatory. I kind of want to go back to what Keno said about the Bucks, I'm hoping this year they can kind of finally put everything together, essentially, because I think last year was kind of like trying to get the chemistry together. They fired the coach middle of the season. It was just a lot, not even the middle of the season, like the first 3 weeks of the season. So I kind of want to see if that can carry over.
It was before All-Star break, right before All-Star break.
Oh, it was in the middle of the season. So I'm not tripping.
Middle
of the season. And again, bro, I think I would probably put the Bucks at 2 in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Like Keno said earlier, though, Doc is their coach. That's the only thing for me that's really kind of holding them boys back. Bro. You know, Dame also had a lot of things that he was going through last year. They said I think he was going through a
divorce,
a couple other things, moving, all of that stuff was getting to him. But again, you got to compartmentalize. Hopefully, you know, he's doing better because the game is better when Dame is playing well. So I also have the Bucks at 2, and then at number 1,
I think we all got the Celtics. I think everybody has the Celtics correct at 1.
Yeah, that's what it look like.
So everybody has the Celtics at 1.
Unless one of y'all throwing a curveball and putting the Pistons at 1.
We can go ahead
so,
and go to the West.
So everybody got the same 10 except for me. I got the Hawks in my 10. Y'all got the Raptors. So talk me through it as somebody who don't quite, and actually no, excuse me, Trap, you got the Bulls. Actually, I think I'm more surprised that you got the Bulls in your top 10.
Yeah.
Than because you got the Bulls, and it's another team that you don't have that week that other people do, and I'm trying to think who it is. And the reason why I wanted, because I know me and
the Hornets. I think it's the Hornets. Y'all got the Hornets.
It's the Hornets. Okay, so you got the Bulls and the Raptors. I got the Hawks. So talk me through the Bulls. That's what I really want to know. Talk me through the Bulls, actually.
Okay. Got my boy Lonzo. Lonzo a decent player. I feel like he played a little part of the team. Without them, when he wasn't playing, they went a little downhill, of course. They had the Rosen before they traded him. But I feel like Lonzo, he been looking good in the preseason. I think he's gonna fit back in. He's gonna mesh back in with the team. I think it's gonna be a good little fit. I feel like that's the sleeper. Like, I don't know. I think that's a sleeper. That's a sleeper.
My only thing about them, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, who is they big? Like, what's they front court looking like down in it's Vucevic, ain't it?
Yeah, they got Vucevic.
Yeah.
Plus,
decent player.
And they got Patrick Williams too, I think, at the 4, don't they?
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think they lineup is gonna be what, Levine, Lonzo, and Giddey, right?
Giddey,
they lost
Kobe White.
Yeah,
they got Giddey. Right. Giddey, decent player. He gonna get you them stats. He gonna pad. Kobe White, Zach Levine, Patrick Williams, and who is it? Decent.
Don't take him.
Don't take him.
You right. That ain't bad. The more I think about it, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about them Hawks, bro. I'm like, man.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah,
I don't know what Cam was thinking.
I'm just thinking about the pass, bro. You know, the Hawks ain't missed it in a minute, bro.
Man, leave the pass where it's at.
Yeah, leave that where
I will not be tuning in. The only time I go to a game is when like somebody else I want to see coming in town.
We supposed to go when Brian come to town in December, bro. We still doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought you were doing that with your mom and them. I thought you said.
You
said you was going to the Ravens or something like that.
I don't think we're doing it no more. The Ravens and Eagles game. So we'll talk.
We'll talk afterwards. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to see Brian.
Okay, let's move
out. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't say it, yeah, that's true. Hey, let's move on to the West.
Wild West.
Yes, sir. Let's start with you, Keno. Let's go back again. Who's your 10th seed in the West?
Warriors Nation, I'm sorry. I still love y'all, but dang, I got us 10. I feel like us not signing a big is going to hurt us, man. I feel like the league is trending back into the role of having a good big man is needed. So we didn't sign that in the offseason, and I got us going 10th, man.
Trap, who you got?
I got Pelicans at 10.
Okay.
I have the Warriors at 10.
We as well.
The same reasons, like pretty much what Keno said.
Shoot, y'all going. Okay, I have. Oh Lord, I don't know, man. I don't know if I even want to do that, bro.
You know you had a naked, say it.
No, you playing too much, bro. You playing too much.
That boy said, you know,
Say
you
it, man. Say it. Stop it,
Oh,
man.
God.
Stop it.
No, I ain't doing that, man. I'm actually going to go with
Oh man. That boy said,
I'ma
you
do
know
it.
you got the Nuggets.
You know he did. He tried to switch it over when I said it. You seen it, T? You seen it.
I'm going Warriors as well at 10, bro.
Oh
Actually,
man,
man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Go ahead, Keno. Go ahead.
And who you got?
Dang,
Everybody said it too?
Yeah.
I bet. So for 9, I got the Spurs. I feel like adding Chris Paul helps Wemby. They going to the next level, and this is the time I feel like they get that play-in seed. And I honestly feel like it might be curtains for whoever they line up with. You know, it get a little scary down there when you got the freak down there. No Diddy, so I got the Spurs at 9.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got them at 9 too. Ain't gonna lie. I think Chris Paul gonna get them in there.
Yep.
And 9, I got the Pelicans. Like I said, I am excited to see the DeJounte Murray, Zion, and BI combination. So I got them at 9.
Yep. I got the Pelicans at 9 as well. Go ahead, Keno. Who is your 8?
8, I got to follow you up, even though you had them 9th. I got the Pelicans at 8. I feel like, I don't know, it's a strange situation with BI, though. They did get Murray, and I love that. That's why I have him still in the playoffs. I don't have him higher seeded because it's just really iffy as far as BI. If BI is there, then I could have placed them way higher, but I don't know where BI is as far as mindset goes entering the season. So I got him at 8th.
Go ahead, Trap.
Me, I got them Lakers. My boy Brian gonna find a way. He gonna find a way to get in there. I got my boy Brian at 8.
At 8, man, a team that a lot of people have kind of forgotten about. I got the Suns, man. I think the Suns are still going to be a decent team this year. I got them at 8. They still don't have no depth, though, which has been their problem for the last couple of years, which is why I don't have them higher. But I do have them at 8.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm actually surprised you got them that low.
No, I'm not. They don't have any depth, bro, and they older.
So the Suns at 8.
I'm gonna tell you'll see why afterwards. I'll explain. Because I'm gonna catch y'all off guard with probably 2 of them. I'm gonna name might be like.
Oh no, I'm
don't know, T. I think we might be on the same page a little bit, though.
We gonna see, brother. We gonna see.
Actually, I need to redo my list.
Cause the West is kind of loaded, bro, with a lot of good teams.
It always have been. Let's keep it real.
It's that's why I'm like,
let's keep it real.
Yeah, the West is loaded.
Where we at? 8?
Yeah, 8.
I got the Rockets at 8.
Okay. So you took the book out. You took the trick out of my book last year. Yeah, you remember I had the Rockets at 10 last year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but see, they made it though. I'm about to say they almost made it in there, and I think they will make it in there this year. I think they're gonna take that next step forward. So go ahead, Keno. Who you got at 7?
Yeah, 7. I got the Suns. I got Phoenix. Phoenix got to show me something, man. You got belt action when y'all saw them Timberwolves first round, boy. So I gotta see something from Phoenix, man. I honestly do. As far as offseason acquisitions go, who did they get? Like, I mean, you still got y'all. They're top heavy. That's the problem with them. Like
they don't have no depth, bro. That's why I keep saying they don't have no depth.
For sure, and 100%. But I do love that they resigned Grayson Allen because I feel like he's a good 3-point shooter and he's consistent with 3-point as far as being a role player, but that's not helping you. And they're just like Golden State. They're just didn't make the right kind of moves in the offseason. Need to come off one of those contracts. So I got Suns at 7.
Okay. Trap, who you got at 7?
I got the Kings. at 7.
Yeah, that was a team. That's why I was saying I need to redo mine because I forgot the Kings when I was going through it looking. Wait, no, I forgot another team.
I already know who you thought about. Don't say it.
Oh,
Where are we at? We at 7 now?
We at
12,
7.
Let me go ahead and give my 7. I have LeBron James and the Lakers at 7. I have LeBron James and the Lakers. I do think they're going to be pretty good. But again, this West is going to be improved. And the next 2 teams is going to tell you why I have the Lakers and the Suns this low, because I think the West is going to be improved this season.
So, actually, folks, I'm throwing a little curveball at y'all, actually.
Okay.
So, God, I forgot who I had at 10. So, I'm dropping my 10th team out. So, the Warriors, I'm sorry. I don't think the Warriors going to make it this year, actually.
Okay.
Sorry to Steph. I'm dropping the Pelicans to no, excuse me. I'm actually putting the Kings at 10. I'm gonna keep the Pelicans at 9.
Mm-hmm.
No, I still left them boys out. Dang.
Sorry, Cam. Can't add them.
Bruh. Nah, hold on.
That's loaded, bro.
It's loaded, bro.
Yeah, that's why I had to make a list. I had to make a list.
Pelicans. Yeah, I should have made a list. Pelicans at 10, actually.
Yeah.
At 9, I'm moving the Rockets down.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to leave one of my teams out then. I forgot who I already said. At 8, where we at now?
I just did 7. I just did 7.
You just did 7. So at 8, I actually have the Grizzlies.
Okay.
At 7, I got the Spurs. That's where I'm. That's who I forgot. I forgot the Spurs earlier. So I did forget the Kings. I forgot the Spurs. I forgot the Warriors, or I had the Warriors in mind. I'm kicking the Warriors all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kicking the Kings out again. I'm gonna have them at 11. Pelicans at 10. Rockets at 9. Grizzlies at 8. Spurs at 7. I like that a little bit better.
Okay.
My bad, y'all.
You good? You good? Go ahead and give us your 6, Keno.
Flag on the play. I don't like how Cam changing his list.
No, man. I'm sitting here looking because I'm looking at the teams right here. I'm like, dang, I know I'm missing somebody, but
I know it sounds so much better once everybody start breaking it down, giving you the little details you glimpsed over. Like, dang.
Nah.
So we at 6.
Yep.
12 back. I got Memphis. That boy job that man. I feel like he definitely gonna make a presence. And let's not forget that draft pick that they got out of Purdue.
Yep.
Was it Purdue? Yeah.
Yep, it was Purdue. Yep.
What was his name again?
Zach
Edey.
Zach Edey, man. I feel like Zach. It was the reason why Canada didn't let him, or Memphis didn't let him play for Canada in the Olympics. It was a reason, and we're gonna see that reason his rookie year. I feel like he's definitely gonna make an immediate impact. So Memphis 6.
Can't knock it. Go ahead, Trap.
I got the Suns at 6.
Dang, well, I'm a little higher on the Suns now, man. My fault,
Y'all
y'all.
got no depth, man. I'm trying to tell you. At 6, and this is one of the surprise teams, but Keno already done said it, is the Memphis Grizzlies. I think people have completely forgot about them because Ja and all his off the court stuff, and he wasn't on the court really at all last year. But now that he's back focused on the basketball, staying off, not doing nothing stupid on Instagram, you know. I think people have forgot how good this guy was and is. So I have Memphis at 6. I think a lot of people have forgot how good of a player Jaren Jackson is. Desmond Bane is there, and also as well with the addition of Zach Edey. I think this is going to be a pretty good team.
And they got Marcus Smart.
Who's going to provide guidance and also as well defense.
Is Marcus Smart going to stay there for the whole season though, or do they use him as a draft piece? If
they smart,
they could move him potentially.
Yeah,
because he's probably going to want more play time. I would think.
He is. He's
going to want more because he's going to be behind your boy for sure. He's going to be behind 12 for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. They also got Luke Kennard too. Don't forget about him.
Yeah,
shooter.
So I got Memphis at 6.
Blue Devil.
Yeah. At 6, I got the Lakers, man. I got LeBron in them, bro. Like I said, I think Connect was a really good find for them in the draft. Obviously, they got LeBron. Obviously, they got Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves. My thing is, what is JJ Redick gonna do? That's the real question. How good of a coach is he gonna be? I know that's your Blue Devil man, but you know what's he gonna do, bro? First time head coach at any level. It should be. It's gonna be fun to watch for sure. Go ahead, Keno. Who's 5 for you?
5th, Cam. Sorry, I had the Nuggets. X that out. Put the Lakers there. Reason being, Jamal Murray looked so sad in this offseason. Like, he looked sad in the Olympics. And I feel like a lot of people are not talking about that enough because bro averaged 6 points a game on 20 minutes per game playing. So it wasn't like he wasn't getting the minutes. It wasn't like he was on minutes restriction. He was getting the play time. It just wasn't there. And we saw it in some of the closing games last year with Denver. Jamal just came up short in a lot of glimpses. So I did have the Nuggets at 5th, but I got to throw that in the trash can. Put the Lakers at 5th. So
you got the Lakers at 5.
I got Lakers at 5. Don't want the Nuggets.
Where you got the well, we'll get into it. Go ahead, Trap.
I got the Grizzlies at 5.
Okay. Grizzlies at 5. T.
Here it is. Shocker of the day. I got the Spurs at 5, man. I'm believing in Wemby. I'm believing in Chris Paul. I think they're going to be a really good nucleus together just for this year. I don't think he'll be there long term. I think Wemby is already a top 15 player in the league already. He was already playing top 25 basketball last year, to be honest with you. And that was his rookie season. I think this year he's going to take a next step. They got Keldon Johnson still. I think this team's going to be a good team. I can see them winning about 40. I'd say anywhere between 48 to 52 games. It would not surprise me. I'm serious. I'm high on the Spurs this year.
Hey, clap this, man. I like that.
I'm high on the Spurs this year. I'm so serious. I got them at the number 5 seed. I do.
That's a lot of games, bro.
Yep. I got them winning anywhere between 48 to 53-ish area. I don't think that's crazy. I think they're going to be good this year.
So you think that many teams going to win 48 games in the West?
I think the
5
West
teams?
I think the West is going to be loaded, bro. I keep telling you, when you see the top 5, the West going to be loaded, bro. Like, because you got to think about it, bro. The East really – okay, so when we thinking about it, the East has – you really could just say one elite team, which is the Celtics. Everybody else is good to, like, above average. But I'm talking about on the West, bro, I can name 3-4 teams that I think are, like, borderline elite to elite, bro. So we'll jump into it when we get into the top 5-4. But
see that's my reason why I said that, because only 3 teams won. No, that's not last year. Only how many teams won 48? Okay, it was a lot actually. It was more than I thought it was.
Saying.
Yeah, the year before last was the one I was thinking about. The year before last, only 3 teams won more than 48. But
I think this year you could see potentially 5 from the West.
Yeah, you might get more than that. Because last year you had 6 that won 47 that won 49.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
At 5, I got the Suns, bro. I'm not counting them out, man. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. I'm not counting them boys out already. I know they don't have no depth, but they ain't had depth for the last 2 years, and they still been top 5, 6 seeds. So I got them at 5. Who y'all got at go ahead, Keno, 4.
At 4, I got the Kings. I love DeMar coming over to Sacktown. I love it.
Hold on, bro.
They did add DeMar, yeah.
Hold on.
Cam, you can't do it, Cam.
No, I'm not doing that. I have a question, bro. Because you didn't.
No, bro. I wanted to finish, bro. Don't ask me that.
Go ahead.
Don't ask me that.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, I got them at 4.
You know exactly what I'm about to ask too. Go ahead, Trap.
At 4, I got the Nuggets.
Man, I feel you, bro. Go ahead, T.
At 4, I got the Timberwolves, bro. I think they're gonna be pretty good this year, man. Again, another team I can see winning 48 plus games this season.
Well, at 4 for me, I actually got my Nuggets at 4.
Okay.
We don't do enough, man. Calvin Booth don't do enough for me, bro. What Keno said earlier is pretty much the exact reason why I got us at 4 and not higher. Jamal Murray in the playoffs and the Olympics was kind of trash. I mean, I'm trying. Man, look.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
A lot of people ain't been keeping it real, and they've been saying, "Oh, it was just a slump. It was just no. That was atrocious in the playoffs." He played well. Obviously, he played great against the Lakers. We know that. He played okay against the Timberwolves. He played okay, but in the Olympics, And that second half of Game 7 against the Timberwolves, that stretch, that was terrible. Canada was supposed to make it to the gold medal match against the United States last year.
Let's talk about
It should have been Canada. Should have been France, or obviously it was France, but it should have been Canada or France. Canada should have made it. That's why I got us at 4, bro. Go ahead. And we didn't add nobody. Well, who did we added Westbrook?
Westbrook. You got Brody.
Yeah. That's good. I like Brody, one of my favorite players of all time. But come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Keno. Who you got at third, bro?
Nah, bro, there was so much sarcasm when I said Brody, because like you said, who did y'all add? I didn't see too many picks with the Nuggets.
It was literally Russell Westbrook. We drafted DeRon Holmes out of Dayton, but he tore his Achilles before Summer League. So we don't have I mean, we're gonna be running back PJ Hall and Hunter Tyson probably from Clemson, actually.
Bro, I think my camera went out, but I got OKC at third, man.
Okay.
I got OKC at third. I like the signing of Alex Caruso. Mm-hmm. I feel like that adds another defensive presence for them, and I feel like we'll just start to see another glimpse with Shea. I feel like Shea mad. I feel like you said, Canada didn't do what they were supposed to do. Yeah, he knows that, so definitely got OKC at third.
Yep. Trap, who you got at third, bro?
I got the Mavs at third.
Mavericks at third. Okay. T?
I got your Nuggets at third. I got them at number 3.
Okay.
Just because what you said, they didn't really add nobody.
They ain't add nobody, exactly. I mean, lucky that we there. And then it's on me. So I got the Timberwolves. So me and you flipped there. I got the Timberwolves at 3. Again, that trade is going to be huge for them. And to be honest, I could really see them being 1 through 3. I think any of these teams are interchangeable. But go ahead, Trap. Give us your number 2 while we waiting on Keno to come back.
Number 2, I got OKC. I got them Thunder at 2. So I got the Thunder at 2.
You got the Thunder at 2. Okay. Keno, you back? Who you got at 2, bro?
I got the Mavericks. Like I said, I love Klay Thompson. That was my favorite offseason signing. I feel like that helps Luka. And like I said, we're talking regular season here. So this is the time of the year when you start to see guys getting the swing of things. And I feel like Klay finally gets his feet up under him and the shot starts falling. I know it's been looking kind of suspect in the preseason too, but eventually it's going to fall. When it rains, it's going to pour. So I got Dallas being second.
Can't knock it. See?
For me, I have the Mavs at 2 as well. I think with the addition of Klay Thompson, is he the same that he used to be like 5-6 years ago? No. But it does still relieve Kyrie a little bit and also as well Luka. And they made some really good additions last year at the deadline as well. PJ Washington did a pretty good job for them. Gafford did a pretty good job as well. So I expect them to be the number 2 seed.
Well, for me at 2, I actually have the OKC Thunder myself. I thought they did a really good job. I thought adding Isaiah Hartenstein is going to be huge for them coming off the bench behind the big fella Chet.
Hartenstein. Right.
Yeah, that's a great addition, man. As well as Alex Caruso. I mean, that's OKC. They're starting 5 and probably they top 7, 8 guys. There's a chance that's probably going to be the best 8 in the game this upcoming season. And that's including the Boston Celtics. I think they're going to be really, really good this year. So I got them at number 2. So Keno, who do you actually have as your 1 seed?
Not the Nuggets. The Timberwolves, man. I got the Timberwolves. I feel like they won the trade when it came with the Knicks, and I feel like this is Ant season to try to get further in the postseason, man. Try to get to that ship. I feel like this is the year we're going to see Anthony Edwards in the championship. I feel like you said, with Naz Reid, we got Cat out the way, so we got dogs down there in the paint. Naz Reid, JR, and Rudy Gobert, just dogs. So I like it.
I can't knock it. Trap, who you got?
I got Minnesota at 1. I got 2. I think Dillingham gonna have a decent season.
Ooh, forgot about him.
Yeah,
You be forgetting about Dillingham. Got Dillingham and got Randall. Yeah, I think they're gonna win the season. I feel like they're gonna make a deep little playoff run. Might go chip. They might go chip. I can see them.
They should have went chip last year. I know, but they should have went chip last year, man. I thought they was. Go ahead, T. I know who you got.
At number one, I have the OKC Thunder. You know, I was pretty big on them last year too. Cam, I really like Shea Gilchrist Alexander. Also as well, you got Chet. You got your boy that look like you, Jalen Williams. I think they're gonna be a decent team, bro. For real, they're gonna be solid.
All light skins look alike. That's what I'm getting from this podcast.
Yeah, bro, that's what. Bro, if you had
Halliburton and Williams,
man, if you had seen the people that they say I look like, T said I look like Trey Lance.
You do look like Trey Lance, bro.
They were saying I look like Kelly Oubre. They were saying I look like.
I don't really see Kelly Oubre though.
Man, ain't nobody.
But that was because I had. Remember, I had.
You told yourself that before you got on the pod. Stop it.
No, that's what they said. I'm gonna show you the picture. I'm gonna send you the picture. They had because that's when I was blind, bro. They said I look like Kelly Oubre. They said I look like Jeremy Sochan or whatever his name is from the Spurs. That's what they be saying, man. Everybody light skin, bro. But regardless, I'm actually going with the Mavericks as my number one seed this year. Over all of that, they got Luka Doncic, bro. I mean, what can I say, bro? They went to the finals last year. They had a really good team. I think they got better in the offseason. So I got the Mavericks, man. I think they're gonna be really good. But now that we got our list out the way, I gotta ask, bro. So you don't have the Nuggets making the play-in.
I don't. And I don't want to be one.
Oh, wait.
T,
I didn't realize what was going on here. Wait, hold on. Keno, you don't even have them making the play-in?
T, man, I'm going to be real with you. I feel like the Nuggets are one injury away from being a lottery team, bro. Especially with that performance we saw from Murray. Yeah, you got Michael Porter. Yeah, you got the other pieces for sure. But if them two dogs not hitting, Joker and Murray, that takes a lot away from them. And like I said, I don't wish that bad karma on nobody for sure. I don't. But I feel like they one injury away from being a lottery team, bro. And it's just they haven't looked that nice since they got that ring. Just me. But
yeah,
I said that's weird prediction. Just throwing it out there. No playing though.
I can't knock it, to be honest with you, because if we lose Jokic, we are a lottery.
That's Jokic, though.
We are a lottery team.
But see, Jokic ain't had really too many injury issues. That's why I didn't even think about that.
Knock on wood, please, everybody, please, Lord.
I don't think y'all losing, yo. Now Murray, I feel like that was just one bad run. I don't think it's over with Murray. I don't know why. I don't know. He'll be thinking it's over with Murray. I don't think it's over with.
And see, my thing is, this is my thing about the Nuggets, my team. This is where I think we messed up. Our bench, our depth. See, we talk about the Suns.
Ooh, KCP.
But see, the Suns, huh?
Didn't y'all lose KCP this offseason?
We lost KCP. So not only do we not have our bench, but KCP was our starting two guard. Yeah. So we're gonna play Christian Brown at the two, most likely. It's gonna be Murray, Brown, MPJ, Gordon, and Jokic. But then now you ask the question, okay, so who's coming off the bench? So I'm sure it's probably gonna be Westbrook as 6 man, or they might start Westbrook at the 2. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But that's it. That's the whole team. It's just those 6 guys.
They got Who else is on the coming team? Off the bench?
Yeah, I think Westbrook probably coming off the bench. That's probably what they. I can't see him starting,
bro.
I can't see him starting. But be real with me. Peyton Watson, what does he bring, bro? He don't bring a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? He don't bring a whole lot. I mean, I couldn't even tell you. Julian Strother, I guess, is gonna be another guy that's gonna be playing.
What about the Christian? What's his name?
Christian Brown.
Yeah, he's decent. I mess with him. Decent.
But he gonna be starting though. That's what I'm saying. He
you don't like him starting?
You know what,
No,
Cam? You know what's
to be
funny?
honest with
Y'all
you.
low key could use that dude y'all traded a couple years ago to the Clippers. What's bro name?
Oh man, no,
Um,
don't do that, bro.
yeah, I don't know why y'all
Bones
trading him.
Highland, bro.
Who?
Bones Highland.
Bones Highland.
Bones?
Yeah.
Oh
Highland.
yeah, that was.
Yeah,
I don't know why y'all did that either.
Y'all
I'm
can
not
low key
worried.
use him right now though. That's what I'm saying. Low
To
key.
me,
Hockey.
to
Yeah.
me, man, I think the biggest missing piece for me was Bruce. Losing Bruce Brown. I
Yeah,
think
that too. Dang, y'all lost some pieces, bro.
we lost
Yeah,
They
pieces,
lost
bro.
Yeah.
pieces now.
y'all one injury away from being a lottery team, man. Don't stand
Exactly,
on
man.
that.
We lost, and see, a lot of people aren't realizing. They're like, "Oh, the Nuggets are downfalling." Yeah, we downfalling because we did it to ourselves. We lost. We don't want to pay nobody. We lost Bruce. We couldn't put up with Bones. We traded Jeremy Grant before we even got Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to bring some of these pieces back, bro. Like, I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but why is Evan Fournier playing overseas and not on the Nuggets roster right now? We could use that shooting. You know what I'm saying? Why
Try
is
Jello ball.
Yeah,
Dang,
Oh, yeah.
that's crazy.
why is I hate to say it, but well, we got Westbrook now, but still, but like even a guy like a Patrick Beverly, bro, you could even got Pat Bev, bro. Like, we need somebody. I don't care who it is. You need somebody, bro. So that's all I'm saying. We don't have no wing depth. I mean, it's Michael Porter Jr. It's Peyton Watson, bro. That ain't no quality small forward room, no 3 room. And then your 4 is Aaron Gordon or Buzz. That's it.
You know where your wing at, Cam?
Where?
Y'all got a tank for him. He at Duke right now. Coop.
Coop.
Go ahead and pair Coop with yo. Go ahead and do
That,
it.
it's over for the league, bro.
Do that.
Look, I hope your prediction is right, boy. Because if we get that number 1 overall pick and we get doggone Cooper Flag,
they cooking.
Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, they cooking. All right, man. Let's wrap this up a little bit here. Great podcast, obviously, man.
Fun.
Appreciate y'all. And again, if y'all could just give us a shout out and tell the folks where to follow y'all at and where to find y'all at, man. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of let us know how they can get in contact with y'all to follow y'all or whatever, and y'all podcast name again.
You can do it, sure.
all right. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all once again. Appreciate y'all for letting us come on here. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Good podcast. Stand 10 podcast. It's on YouTube, you know. Finna make that Instagram and Twitter and all that. My ad on every platform is Trap X Osama. That is every plat. You know, so that's my information.
Yep. Kino?
So like you were saying, thank you for having us on. It was definitely fun. Love coming on here every time. It's like talking with family. But subscribe to the channel, Stand10 on YouTube, and we got a TikTok as well, Stand10 the podcast. But nonetheless, appreciate y'all for having us on for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank y'all for coming on, man. Y'all did a great job.
Sure.
And again, man, we would love to have y'all on again once the basketball season, maybe midway through the season or something. We'll try to get y'all back on again. But y'all go check out Stand10 podcast. They on all platforms. They about to be on Twitter and also as well Instagram and all that. Y'all go follow them. Go check them out. And again, appreciate y'all for coming on. We really do appreciate it. Cam, did you want to say anything before we start wrapping it up here?
Nah, once again, thank y'all for coming on. It's been real, it's been fun. Definitely love having y'all. We'd love to bring y'all back again. Probably like you said, probably midway through the season, maybe All-Star break. We can probably try to put something on the books or something. And we want to come on y'all pod too.
Absolutely.
You know, definitely need to have y'all on for sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
When y'all let us know when y'all get some time, and we'll definitely love to come on. And then everybody, watching us, y'all know y'all gotta go watch them.
We got 116 people in here.
Yeah.
We got 116 people in here. We need 116 people going over there.
All of y'all.
Yeah, go check out their podcast as well. Stand10 again, y'all. Appreciate y'all's love and support.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming on tonight. And we're gonna sign out right now, man. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Have a good week, man. Stay